Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, The Twilight Princess. I'm Nye, and as you might be able to tell, I am ready for a wolf fight. Now we have this very weird blade hidden down here. We have all of these protective talismans stopping it from doing anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break one. Because I am the most intelligent Hylian around. So apparently, one line of talismans was just enough to allow whatever this is to become free. So now we have a flying sword, what carries itself. So naturally, what we need to do is figure out what is carrying the flying sword. It's this thing. And we know what to do with spirits. We kind of wait around, and as soon as they go bright blue, we attack them and eat their face. And now he's real. So now I can attack him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that out. I think I could Fatal Blow him. I'm going to try on the next cycle. I tried to hit him real fast. Oh god. Nope, can't seem to do it. Okay, that's fine. Got him. I think we have to do one more cycle of that. Stop dodging, please. And we got him. I'm sorry if the camera swinging around suddenly is kind of obnoxious. I was trying to hit him with an arrow before he had a chance to really do his spinny nonsense and get an attack in. So he's just going to fade away into moths. So not only are we, well, we are really the bane of evil. That is just kind of what we do, right? Okay, so we defeated a mini-boss. It is time to get our dungeon item. And this dungeon item is simultaneously one of the coolest dungeon items in my opinion and one of the most useless dungeon items in my opinion. It is the spinner. So the game says it allows me to float in the air. What it really does is it allows me to grind along walls. So what I can do is anytime I see this rail, I can grind into the rail and then follow the rail around wherever it may lead. The other thing we can do is we can go in to special gears that are inlaid in the floor, and going into those gears will allow me to spin the gear, which will cause something to happen nearby. So I always thought this was one of the coolest items in the game, and I do still think that. But it is, as I said, simultaneously one of the coolest items in the game and one of the most useless items in the game. This item doesn't actually end up doing much in the game. So we can kind of go across the sand using it, and if we go over here, that's how we're supposed to get up here. So it's cool, and it definitely does cool things. It allows you to do some neat stuff. There's some kind of cool puzzles that you get to see with this thing. Like this one. And this actually leads to one of my favorite... Oops, crap. So what I want to do is I want to go up here. But the problem with this thing... let me go. Is that the spin only lasts for so long. Which is sometimes a little bit of a problem. Especially if you're trying to go somewhere. So you got to kind of really... There we go. That's, believe it or not, that's actually what I wanted. So I could get right here. you don't actually end up using this much in the entire game. There's, these specific areas that you go into that are designed around the spinner. And that's really all you end up doing with it. And the problem is the spinner runs out of speed fairly quickly, so you can't even really use it for movement purposes, like, throughout the game. It's just kind of, okay, well, I have this. Ow. That's fine. Like to sheath my weapon. And do that. You can go away. Okay, so in here we have a piece of heart. Well worth the fight, I believe. This is why this thing is actually here. Why that, jump over here, jump over here. But that is actually why that, that thing is there, is to, hit me when I'm trying to do that. I need to get up here. Get me out. And now we go up this way. So as I said, it's a neat item, and what I think it's one of the coolest items in the game. It just doesn't really end up performing any amazing function that I couldn't get from, something else. Here's another reason I like Fatal Draw. Hi, friend. And what's in here? Hey, we got a stamp for the Hylian letter D. Neat. That guy also dies. Are we... Let me go look at the map here. So there's one more item back there on the first floor. We're probably going to have to go back for that, because I don't think there's any real easy way to get it from here. Unlike some other Zelda games... crap. Unlike some other Zelda games, there aren't any back-to-entrance warps. There's Uku, but she's not really a back-to-entrance warp. Ah! So you're supposed to be, like, hopping back and forth with this. You're supposed to be dodging this crap, but apparently I'm not timing it right. So just like that, and like that, and like that, and like that. Okay. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So we got another treasure chest right here. This treasure chest we already knew about. It's the boss key. We know what it is. Is this... Am I on floor 1 now? Is this the last treasure chest on floor 1? Oh, that was it. Okay. Cool. So now we go into here, and now we just spin this up. And this is going to fully activate this next room, which will take us to the boss. Which legitimately is one of the coolest bosses in the game as well. I think I have enough health to do what we're going to do, so I'm just going to kind of go. There we go. And it's a good thing these rails are here, because those stairs sure ain't. Up we go. Well, that's kind of weird. The stairs suddenly end. I wonder what I'm supposed to do. How about I take this and go down here? Ah, darn it. That didn't help. So, as you might be able to guess by my facetiousness... well, not facetious. That's not the word I want to use. By, my little joking thing there. What we are supposed to do is we need to get onto that center platform. So what we need to do is just before we get to the end here, we need to do that. And then I need to spin this up too. Just kind of spin this up. Here we go. The lights turn on. And then this completely different track shows up. So if I go down this track, it takes me here. But if I go up this track, the stuff will start hitting the fan. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull out a bottle. Let's figure out which one of these contains a fairy. One of them does, right? Nope. Okay. Apparently, I do not get a fairy in this dungeon. This dungeon is too evil. It does not accept fairies. That's fine. I can accept that. Okay. So, this boss is kind of neat. So, it's a dragon. It's already dead. I guess my job is done then. Someone got to it before I did. Oh, hi, Zant. Can I help you? Some call me hero. So what are you going to do? See, this last time you'll see me alive. So Zant's going to do something. He's creating some malevolence. A sword. And he's going to shove that sword into the dragon skull. Great. You know this is not going to end well for me. Off goes Zant. But, he had a point in doing what he did. He has awoken the dragon. That's what I need right now. And the problem is the dragon is currently on quicksand. That gives me some issues. So, because the Twilight Fossil Stalord is on sand, I can't just walk up and fight it. Good thing that I have a brand new toy, right? So what we have to do is we go down here and we try to hit the Stalord's spine. Just like that. Or what we need to actually attack. There we go. Which will bounce us off and break some of his spine. The only problem is that the Stalord is going to be creating these, like, soldiers that are specifically here to stop me from being able to do it. They're actually meant to, like, kind of pinball me around, which is meant to make my life a little bit more difficult than it already is. They don't last forever. They actually only stick around for a few moments. There's also these bladed contraptions, the point of which is to, okay, screw with me. Got it. Okay. I was actually running out of time. You only have you don't have very long to use the device. It actually runs out of time fairly quickly. And I was actually reaching the very end of it right there. Oh, that was an easy boss. And look at that. Just like when we dealt with the eel thing, the chamber's emptying. So, that was good. Very, very good. Well, for lack of any other options, I guess I'm going to go ahead and activate this, which will hopefully open the room. I love when these dumb bosses try to take me on. It's like, come on, I'm Link. I almost died to the dungeon, but that's kind of about it. And hopefully this will get me somewhere. What is with all these gigantic, like, clockwork dungeon things? Nice. Oh, there's the door. Ah, crap. The boss is back. So, yeah, this is a 2-phase boss that we get to fight. And he knows me. Gravity is my greatest weakness. So what I need to do is I need to go up the pillar and fight him up there. So here's the problem with that. He doesn't want me to do that. So you'll notice the pillar on the inside does have an upward spiral on it to get me up there, and the outwards does not. So what I have to do is I have to dodge his fireball and then quickly get back here so I don't lose, or so I lose as little height as possible. Oh, come on. Okay. There we go. So unfortunately, I did end up losing some height. Gotta go all the way back up. And his head doesn't show up until you get very close to the top. You can kind of get an idea of how close I am based on, you know, well, the obvious. Can you stop that? Can you stop that? I forget. Yeah, I'm actually not allowed to hit him with my sword. Oh, I think I just jump at him when I'm right next to him like that. I think that's how this works. It's been a while since I fought this boss. I thought I'd have to fight him at the top, but maybe not. Nope, that's apparently not what I do either. I'm beginning to forget what I do here. So the problem is I'm not allowed to Uku out. So he's going to show up in just a second. There he is. So I need to get to the top. Nope. I let that get too close. So this is kind of a problem. So what do I do? What do I do? Yeah, let the fireball get too close for that last one. I'm trying to remember. I'm not allowed to use any of my weapons while I'm on this thing. Darn it, come on. And unfortunately for me, I used all of my potions on the way down here. It's kind of a problem. I'm letting him shoot. I'm waiting too long after he shoots. And that's when I need to hit it. There we go. That's what I'm supposed to do. There we go. And now we repeat that. Okay. I don't know why it didn't allow me to hit him the first time. So now we have buzz things. Problem is, if I hit those things, they'll probably immediately kill me. And I'm having trouble actually getting height. I'm supposed to time when I actually get on and off. Okay, here he is again. Cool, I'll be over here. Cool, over here again. Awesome. Okay, well, apparently I did not get off quite early enough. I thought I had plenty of time, but the game disagreed. So I lose, and that's fine. We're going to go ahead and we're going to fight him again. And we are going to beat him right now. Like, I just don't know if it forces me to fight his phase 1 again. I think it does. Yeah. Not the biggest fan of fighting him on 3 hearts. I probably should not have just walked in. It won't let me skip this. Fine. Yeah, just let me just go straight to the fight, please. Just got to do the entire fight on 3 hearts. Which is not the most terrible thing. Because if I do what I'm supposed to do, he shouldn't even be able to hit me. Okay, there's 2. Man, it must suck to have your ribcage be destroyed by some doofus on what is effectively a, like, gear-driven skateboard. There we go. Gotta just trust in the bounces, you know? Gotta just trust them. Gotta trust those bounces. The bounces could be terrible. But I think if you do them... Can't skip this. I think if you do them... Whoops. Wrong button. If you do them just right, like the just right... thumb to forefinger just right. Gotta do this nonsense again. Can I skip this? No. Why can't I skip it? Let me skip this. I guess it's loading the new arena when you do this. I guess that's what it's doing. Can I skip this part? No. Can I get a sword that reincarnates big, large monsters in my favor? Okay, let's actually do this right this time. So, I mean, it's a cool boss fight, but once you've seen it once or twice, it's just... nothing really changes with it. It doesn't get harder. It just kind of exists. Cool. Yep, over here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was trying to do a spin attack on him, but there we go. Ah, damn. I think I actually almost killed him just now. I want to say that was actually fairly close to killing him. If I hadn't missed some of those attacks, then we would have been fine. Okay, that thing shows up. Okay, and he'll show up again. Sometime in the nearest future. I'm losing height. Hey, come on, you. I'm losing height. This is not good. I need to be going higher. Okay. And we got him. Yep, there we go. Doing spin attacks does a crap ton of damage. And I just am... There's a timing, I guess, for it that I'm just not good at. Thud. Double thud, triple thud. He's just sliding all around. Yeah. Up comes the Blade of Doom. Almost hit me, too. Shink! Neat. Okay. So that is Arbiter's Grounds complete. Yep, let's go. Mirror of the Twilight is just on top of this of this building. I think we're good to go. We got our denouement music. I actually really enjoy this music. I've actually let this music just sit for a while. I'm not really interested in letting it just sit now, but normally I would do that. Yes, we're going to go ahead and save, because, man, I haven't saved in a little bit. I don't think that's what time it is, game. Okay. So here we are. Now, what I could really use is a portal. Let's get this very Colosseum-like venue here. So now we got that thing. Man, that looks familiar. So I imagine you guys know what we have to do. So here's the problem with this thing. So this is me trying to use this thing normally. You'll notice it slows down very quickly. And then just stops. And that is kind of why the spinner... Oh, hey. That's kind of why the spinner just never ends up being an item that I will use, you know, with any great... 4 of them. 5 of them. Okay. That's 1. 2. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Hi, friend. 3. Okay, these 2 I need together. And there we go. 4, 5. Spin attacks are good. So now we have that teleporter that I was asking about. It's not really needed, but you do come back to this location a couple times, so I guess that's why that we have it. Apparently, once upon a time, she had a very large snake. Up to the top we go. Which immediately puts us directly into the spinner area. So activating the spinner activates these pillars, which lift even higher than they were previously. Down goes the statue. And up comes this thing. This kind of gigantic slab of thing here. Okay. And now what? Well, that looks good. That looks broken. And Midna's pissed. Also, can we zoom even closer on her onto her nose? And now Midna went from pissed to being upset. Oh, hey. There's some people up there. A dark entity lurks in the twilight. It houses an evil power. I, who am guided by fate, I who possess the crest of the goddesses, I should hear them. At the command of the goddesses, they sages, these are the great sages, by the way, have guarded the Mirror of Twilight since ancient times. I seek it, but the Mirror of Twilight has been fragmented by mighty magic. That magic is a dark power that only he possesses. What's up with your face? Boy, that's creepy. His name is... You don't even have a head. Oh, hi. There he is. Ganondorf. I was wondering when he would show up. And now we're going to get some backstory. Some story. He was the leader of a band of thieves who invaded Hyrule in the hopes of establishing dominion over the sacred realm. He was known as a demon thief, an evil magic wielder, renowned for his ruthlessness. With great hair. But he was blind. Oh, well, that makes it really hard to be a conqueror. You don't know where you're going. In all of his fury and might, he was blind to any danger, and thus was he exposed, subdued, and brought to justice, and tied to a slab. Boy, he looks pissed. Not that the sages seem to care. Well, that's a sword. Straight through his chest. The sages do not give, like, they don't anything. Okay. Yet. Look at that hair. He's still alive. Okay. I would be concerned, too. Unfortunately, this is what happens when someone has the Triforce of Power. They're kind of strong. By some divine prank, he too had been blessed with the chosen power of the gods. Yeah, he's kind of strong. And he just instantly kills a sage. Also, that tooth. And now you gave him an epic sword to wield. Y'all should run. Okay, that mouth. Poor dude. So they are doing something with the mirror. Okay, that's the full mirror. It does rune things. I guess this is what they were planning to do to him to begin with? I don't know. That rock now has some depth to it. That's a very familiar sound and also teleportation event. Oh no. Well, that sage is very dead. Man. Don't screw with Ganondorf, apparently. Dead sage is dead. His abiding hatred and lust for power turned to purest malice. Hey, I know that name. Perhaps that evil power has been passed on to Zant. Yeah, apparently, looks like Midna might have given up. Only the true leader of the Twilight can utterly destroy the Mirror of Twilight, so Zant could merely break it into pieces. Okay, so not the true leader. Got it. Once broken by magic, the Mirror of Twilight became fragments, which even now lie hidden across the land of Hyrule. One is in the Snowy Mountain Heights. One is in an ancient grove. And one is in the heavens. Oh, we have to get to all those. You who have been sent by the goddesses, you should be able to gather the 3 pieces. Hey, more fetch quests. But you must be prepared, for a dangerous power resides in those fragments, as usual. We're used to dangerous powers. Okay, well. That's a thing that happens, I guess. Right then. Are they still up there? Nope, they've left. Well, I guess that's going to be it for me, guys. We need to go hunting. So we got some portals. So the question where to go from here is what we really need to be thinking. So, oh, never mind. I thought, hold up. There are still 4... Huh. Okay, there are still apparently 4 Poes here. I was fairly certain that the Poes were the ones that I had killed in the tower, but apparently they don't count as Poes for the purposes of this. Okay, good to know. Apparently we're going to be hunting for some Poes again. No Poes around here. Okay. Alrighty, well, that's going to be it for me, folks. When I catch you next time, we're probably going to be back in Hyrule Castletown. Where I'm going to be turning in a bunch of bugs. We're not going to be able to get the final bug done, unfortunately. But we will turn in a bunch of bugs with the hope of getting money so we can go ahead and activate the Castletown store. That's my next hope to go. we're going to go from there. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you next time.